welcome back to Dr. Perry's podcast, Pathways to Practice, guiding international dentists to U.S. success. I'm Dr. Ronald Perry, and I'm so glad you're back to join me on episode 3. Very exciting. Today's presentation is going to be very exciting, and it's going to be very powerful. We're sometimes underestimated, but part of your application is really important. Volunteering and outreach. This is not just an extra. This is not just a box to check. This might be a defining factor for you that sets you apart from the competition. So the question is, how do you turn your service into a story that moves the admissions committee? Let's break into it. Let's break it down. Segment 1. Why do admissions committees care about service? Well, let's start with this. Why does volunteering even matter to dental schools? Am I doing it just to check the box? Or is it really important to me? Is it part of my character? Is it part of who I am? Is it part of my why that we've talked about in the past episodes? Think about what dentistry is. At its core, it's service. It's helping people. It's patient-centered. It's about trust. It's about empathy. It's in responsibility. So when you step into community clinic, a rural outreach event, or even a school health fair, you're showing us that you get it, that you understand what the importance is. Here's a line I often share. Your GPA shows your intellect, your volunteering shows your heart. That's what it's all about. Not just grades that matter. And you're not just evaluating if you're a good student. We're asking, are you compassionate? Are you committed to helping others, even when there's no reward? Even when the cameras are not rolling? Will you make this profession better? We want to know that. We want to know who you are and the why behind who you are. Tell us. Give us the why. The right kind of volunteering. That's segment 2. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm often asked, what kind of volunteering service should I do? What counts? What's going to really make the difference? Well, my answer is all service counts. But intentional service counts more, not just to check the box. I can tell you when you fake it, don't fake it to make it. Make sure it's for the right reasons. Let me explain. Clinical outreach through mobile dental vans, free clinics, health fairs, RAM USA, our international missions, they are incredibly valuable. They show your comfort with diverse populations and limited resources. It shows us a lot more than just giving back. Non-clinical service, like tutoring, food pantries, mentorships, or public health education, also show character and community engagement. But here's the catch. This is what's important. Volunteering just to fill a line on your CV doesn't work. Committees can tell when it's superficial. A single event photo with no reflection behind it, that's not compelling. We're looking for depth, not just duration. Show us the impact on others and on you. Segment 3, telling the story behind the service. Well, this part is critical. It's not just what you did, it's what it's meant. How did it make you better? Imagine 2 applicants. One says, I volunteered at a rural clinic every summer. And the other says, volunteering at the rural clinic helped me realize how powerful, simple preventive care can be, especially when a toothbrush means the difference between a job and a lost opportunity. Which one sticks with you? The fix in your personal statements, interviews, and essays highlight these achievements, highlight what is made, what the impact has been, what you did, who you helped, what you learned, and how it shaped your view of dentistry. Reflect, connect, inspire. Segment 4, real examples that stand out. Let me share a few stories with you. Real applicants who stood out because of their outreach. Okay, one candidate led an oral health education program in refugee camps. She didn't just teach kids how to brush. She created a scalable curriculum that the local organizations still use. That's meaningful. Another volunteer with RAM USA in Appalachia. and later partnered with classmates to create a mobile dental unit in her home country. One applicant worked every Sunday at a food distribution center. Not dental related, but when COVID hit, she organized PPE drives for local clinics. These aren't just bullet points, okay? These are stories of character. They show us who you are. It gives us the why behind you. They show initiative, leadership, empathy, traits every school really wants or should want. Segment 5. You don't need to save the world all in one segment. You just need to show up. Now, don't get me wrong. You don't need to fly to Kenya. You don't need to organize health revolutions. You don't have to be, grandiose in what you try to do, but you have to be genuine and sincere. You need just to show up with heart, consistency, and humility. One of the most meaningful essays I've ever read from a student who spent 2 hours a week helping elderly patients fill out dental forms in English. That's it. Wow, what an impact they had, though. What an impact. One of the most meaningful essays I ever read was a student who spent, besides doing the essays, but the reflection, powerful. She saw firsthand how language barriers affect care. She decided to become fluent in Spanish and now mentors bilingual students. Small service, big story. So where to start on segment 6 here? Where do you start if you haven't volunteered yet? What are you going to do? Well, some of you may be thinking, I got to do something. I got to do something big. I got to do something. Do something that has meaning to you and meaning to others. What's going to make you better or help you grow? Don't just copy and paste what other people are doing. Do what's good for you, what's good for your character, what's going to help your why. A lot of people say, I haven't done much volunteering yet. Is it too late? No, but start now. Not just to boost your resume, but to grow as a professional. I can tell you personally, I still volunteer. I don't boast about it, but I do it. Why do I do it? Because I want to give back. It helps me be a better person. It keeps me focused. It keeps me humble. It keeps me engaged in knowing what the community needs. It makes me, hopefully, a better dentist and a better person. Here are a few ideas. Reach out to the local clinics or public health organizations. Offer to assist or shadow dentists who work in underserved communities. Volunteer virtually, educational webinars, oral health advocacy, even translations. That can be very helpful. Join events like the RAM USA or remote dental missions through your networks. Be present, be consistent, and document your journey. What you did and what you learned. And keep in mind, we talk about this in other segments, it's a great letter of recommendation of those people that know who you are and what you did. So closing thoughts. Let me close with this. Volunteering will make up for a weak academic record. But without it, even the strongest applications can feel empty. We want to admit future dentists, yes, but also future leaders, future advocates, people who understand the oral health is about humans, not just molars and margins and defective restorations. When you serve others, you don't just fill a resume, you fill your heart with purpose. And that's what makes you shine through your application. That's really what it's all about. And you're going to feel better about it too. So thanks again for spending time with me, Dr. Perry's podcast, Pathways to Practice. If this episode gave you clarity or inspired you to get involved, please share with a friend, a classmate, or a colleague. Get them involved too. Don't come back for episode 4 because we'll be diving into moving to the U.S. for your dental school. Smart tips for a smooth transition. And until then, keep serving, keep growing, and remember, what you are outside the operatory is just as important what you do inside. Thank you. Have a great day, Dr. Perry.